Following the resignation of our prior athletics director in June, we commenced this national search, and of course I just introduced the search committee. And our board of supervisors for the University of Louisiana system has very specific rules that we have to follow in conducting searches for certain positions. The athletic director is one of those positions. So we went through the national search process. We had 34 applicants for the position. The search committee conducted telephone interviews and then eventually brought 2 candidates on campus for intensive campus interviews before making their final recommendation to me. So today, after that very extensive and thorough search process, I'm very excited to announce that I have submitted Jay Artigues' name to our board for their approval. I'm going to say a little bit more, just a few other good things about you, Jay. All of you know that before he started serving as the interim athletics director, Jay was the head baseball coach here at Southeastern for about 8 years, and he did an exemplary job in that position. He led the team to be very competitive, purely from an athletic point of view, but he also led that team to be extraordinarily successful in terms of the academic success of those student athletes. He recruited very capable student athletes, and he managed the program in a way that allowed them to be very successful in terms of their team GPA, graduation rates, APR, and certainly the academic success of our student athletes is a big part of what we're about. Jay also has been one of the most successful coaches here at the university in terms of raising both external funds to support his program, but also in generating community interest and support for his program. And that's certainly one of the strengths that came out in the search process, that as we look to move Lion Athletics program forward, that we think Jay can help us make some significant strides in those areas. And since taking the reins as interim AD just a few months ago, he dove right in and never looked back, and he's worked really hard to address a number of substantive issues that needed immediate attention. He's shown resilience and leadership and great commitment to Lion Athletics, Southeastern Louisiana University, and our community. And I will tell you that I believe that he is exactly the right person at the right time to lead Lion Athletics. So please welcome Jay Artigues as Athletic Director for Southeastern Louisiana University. One small caveat, and then I'm going to turn the microphone over to Jay. None of us are allowed to refer to him as coach anymore, okay? We've all been guilty of that. We've been calling him Coach Artigues. And I stopped a couple of staff members the other day. I said, he's not a coach anymore. He's AD. You have to quit calling him that. So we're not going to call you coach anymore.
Now, I know we're supposed to listen to Dr. Crane, but y'all can stop calling me coach. I'm always going to coach. Got a little worried when I came in. I saw this microphone so high, I thought somebody else got the job. So it made me sweat a little bit. But I just want to I want to introduce my family first before I forget, because I get wrapped up in talk and I'll forget. 8 years ago was my last press conference here when I first got the baseball job, and my family was here at the time. My wife Rachel, my son Casey, and my oldest son Champ. And it was a little different then. It was 9 years ago, They were running around and knocked down the podium back here, the backdrop running around. So hopefully they'll behave a little bit better this time around. Also in the back, my mom, my dad are here, my sister Ashley, my brother-in-law Byron, and my 2 godchildren, Annie and Isla. They're not my godchildren, but they should have been. She would have been my godchildren. But I want to first start by thanking Dr. Crane for having the confidence in me to put me in this position. This is an extreme honor. I'm very honored. I'm also very humbled. There's a lot of people to thank, and I'll probably exclude some people by accident, and I apologize if I do. But the committee, and I heard Dr. Crane mention the committee. I know the hard work that goes into those things. I've sat in them. I've been on both sides of the table. There's a lot of hard work that goes in that. So the hiring committee that did all the work, I appreciate, especially Sam Damiano. I know there's a lot of work into it. Sam had a lot of breakfasts and lunches with me, probably more than he wanted, but I appreciate it very much and all the hard work y'all did for this. Thank you very much. 9 years ago when I sat here, I didn't know a lot of people at Southeastern. I know a few people, know a lot of people in Hammond from my time when I was at St. Thomas High School, but I see a lot of faces here that were here at the press conference 9 years ago. Now you build those relationships and not just faces. It's when you see people like Gary Sandifer and Mason Foster and JD3, some of my favorite people in Hammond. That's what makes it special. Southeastern's a special place. And I remember, my wife and I, we sat down, we talked about, Southeastern and what we want. What we want is to be here for a long time. And I told Dr. Crane this, you either have to fire me or I'm going to retire from here. One or the other is going to happen. Hopefully it's going to be retired, but one or the other will happen because I'm not going anywhere. My family doesn't want to go anywhere. We love this community. Hammond to me is probably the best place in America to raise a family. And that's important to me to have these two guys raised here with you guys. And we say it a lot. I talked to our baseball players when I was coaching baseball about when we sign you, it's not a 2 or 4 year commitment. It's a lifetime commitment. You're lying for life. And you see that when you look around this room, you see that put to action. Some of the people I mentioned, some other people walking around here, Denise Lee and their family, and, Coach McGee and his family. That's what Southeastern's all about. It's not about the beautiful campus, which we have, or the beautiful facilities. It's the people. And it is a family. And everybody talks about a family atmosphere. Southeastern acts it and lives it every single day, and that's what separates us from everybody else. That's why I want to be a part of this for a long, long time to come. I also want to thank, and I couldn't get away without doing that, thank my staff in baseball. I see them hiding back there, Coach Riser and Coach Latham and our new coaches, Coach Zulli back there, Coach Morgan. Thank them for all the work they did. Made me look like I knew what I was doing for 8 years. They really did 99% of the work. I took most of the credit and I gave them most of the blame. Just kidding. But they remind me all the time that I'm not the easiest guy to work for, and they used to tell me that quite a bit, so they might have been right on that one. But I want to thank them. They made my job very, very easy. The players that I had for the last 8 years, the coaches that I had for the last 8 years did a great job and put me in that position. I'm really appreciative of what they've done. Also, for the last 8, 10 weeks, however long I've been in the interim role, I really want to thank all the coaches, the football coaches, the soccer coach, every coach on our staff have really done a great job of helping me along the way. Our staff downstairs, Miss Anna and the entire staff, have pretty much held me by the hand and showed me what to do. Because I was kind of lost for a while. I'm kind of still lost. But I really appreciate what y'all done to make my first 2 months on the job very easy. And thank y'all for all y'all done. This isn't, one person can't do this. One person can't run the university. One person can't run athletics. It's a group effort. And that's what makes us so special. That's what makes us so exciting. This time, we know the challenge we're facing with the state. We all know that. But I'm not the type of personality that just wants to survive. I want to see our programs thrive. Winning is extremely important to me. I'm a very sore loser, and to me the best solution to that is to win, and I don't have to worry about it. But you do that in a lot of different ways. We built a baseball program on what we call the 3 C's, being committed to the classroom, the community, and competition. It's going to be the same thing for our whole athletic department. Being really involved and doing a tremendous job of excelling in the classroom is important. Being involved in community is extremely important. And obviously winning on the field and competition is extremely important. But to me, you can't be great on the field and slack in the classroom or the community. It goes hand in hand. The staff that we have in every single sport we have, there's no reason why we shouldn't be successful. That's why I'm excited about being a part of it. I look forward to the challenges. I'm aware of the challenges. As Dr. Crane pointed out, when he offered me this position, he said, "You've been in interim for 2 months. You still want this job?" And I said, "Absolutely. I can't wait to hit the ground running." But thank everybody for coming today. It really means a lot to see so many friendly faces in the audience. I appreciate all y'all done for me this far. And Dr. Crane, thank you for this opportunity. Thanks a bunch.